What's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. What is going on? How are you guys doing? I got 3 people in here. 3 people. Hey, that's okay. Oh man, we're getting blurry in her. I started moving around too fast. That's what that is. Oh no, come on, do it. Do it. You move too fast. And the camera's like, no, I don't know what's happening. Come on, man. Don't do that. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. Hold on. You can't find me. Hi. Oh my gosh, come on. Good morning. Oh man, come on. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Maybe I'll get real close, drink some coffee, and I'll go, oh hey, there you are. Good morning. All right, come on. Come on, camera. Good morning. Woke you up. Oh man. Good morning. Come on, camera. Get zoomed in there. Oh geez. Zoom in. All right. Here we go. Oh yeah, you need glasses. I need glasses. We both need glasses. What the heck's going on here? Come on, camera. How can I can't like let me see here. Let me see if I can like goodbye and come back. I don't know, that'll probably mess it up too. Come on, man. Jeez. There we go, a little better. Now we're just gonna waste our time with this. Here we go. Yeah, get everybody up. Here's the show. Oh, by the way, it's fuzzy and we can't see it. So, cool. Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here for the weekend shift. Are we back? Are we back? We should be back. Hopefully we're back. I had to do some stuff. That was weird. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? Are we back? We were there, and then we stopped, and then we came back. Can you see me? What's this thing doing? Marlon B says, all good, awesome. All right, good. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Wake you guys up. And then some, very technical stuff was going on. 5 by 5. Good, 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 good. All right, so I'll quit, what do you call it? Perseverating on this thing. Let's do it. Let's get to the charts. You guys have been waiting so long. I always say it was a great week for the Strat, but for real, it was a great week for the Strat because you work stuff to the downside, good. If you work stuff to the upside, even better. But you didn't really get a chance to do that until maybe Wednesday. There were some things that were going up midweek, and then some things that were going up at the beginning of the week. So what happened was I set a scan for inside and up, and I also set a scan for 2-2 reversal up on my Strat Soldier Easy Setup scanner on TrendSpider, and it was great. I had things moving, and then all of a sudden, Fed talk all week this week. Fed talk. You've been here. You heard me talk about it on my podcast. You heard me talk about it on my little mini market reviews that I do on Instagram and Twitter. And it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous how it was, So I'm so glad that things resolved to the upside on Friday. So let's get it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. If you didn't do anything until Friday, Rob used to say all the time, if you didn't do anything until Friday, you did a good job and you had a good time. All right. Here are my charts. When I trade, I have all 4 charts up just like this. The monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. And this shows me time frame continuity. Time frame continuity, okay? Awesome stuff. And what I do with time frame continuity is shows me the aggression of buyers and sellers. I don't look for the bounce. I'm not looking for, hitting a line and then move back to the upside. We do look at some of that stuff. We mark our levels. We look at some of that stuff. But for the most part, what I'm trying to do is look for the aggression of buyers and sellers, all right? And what happened was this week, mostly inside week, and then it went 2 down, all right? 2 down on the week, 2 down the days. Here's your days. Let's blow this up bigger. Your days, all right? Your days were going down, all right? Then it started chopping around. You had 2 inside days right here. 2 inside days, and it is the first show of October, so I'm going to slow this stuff down for the new people, if we have any new people in here. But you got 2 inside bars here, inside on the day here on the 4th, inside on the 5th, all right? This one on the 4th, the big thing that happened here was Tesla to the highs, all right? Tesla to the highs. It triggered 212 reversal up on the day, which triggered 22 reversal up on the week, and I was in that mug. That's when I got in. I knew it was a chance, taking a chance doing that, because it's inside day on the SPY, all right? This was forming on the day. This could have reversed against me at any point during the day, all right? It could have been real bad. I don't like real bad. And then here comes October 5th. What was happening here? Not really much, but what did happen was Apple to the highs. All right. It was, if you adhered to the old rules of the Strat, you're like, okay, it's inside day on the SPY. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to go cut the grass. I'm going to go wash the cat. I'm going to go walk my anteater. I'm going to go do anything else than mess with these charts on an inside day like this. All right. And you come in and you go, I missed Apple. Apple blasted all day long. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why? Because you had Friday. All right. They did take them down a little bit with non-farms jobs report, and boom, to the highs. All right. We'll look at that on the 60s, because this happened on the 60s. And the best thing about the Strat is it shows you where we want to be. All right. Where I want to get in and where I want to get out. If I was shorting stuff here, 2 down, and then all of a sudden things start moving back up, I want to make some different decisions. If I don't make different decisions right here, I definitely want to make different decisions up here, all right? Because if I waited, I'm just going to keep shorting. You know what I mean? You know what I got? I got my trend line. Hold on. I know. I got my trend line here, and this is a the trend's going down. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and keep shorting. It's all good. I'm just going to keep on shorting. And then Friday comes in, and now you're in some losing positions. All right. I don't want you in losing positions. So like I said, when this inside and up happened, you want to, once it becomes a 3, once a 3, always a 3, can't not be, time to start making different decisions. All right. And that all happened on the 60s right here. Right here on the 60s, hammer in force. Oh my gosh. And what does it do? It reconfirms. Hammer in force, 2-2 reversal up on the day. Hammer in force, 2-2 reversal up on the 60s. And it creates inside and up on the day, which reconfirms green on the day. They were buying. Okay. And, this week, not necessarily fully green, you know what I mean? The week and the day, the week and the month, I can't remember if they were green or red. But, not a lot going on here, all right? So the buyers were on the 60s and the daily, all right? So you could have took this, all right? You could have worked this saying, okay, I know they're buying today, and I know they're buying it right now. I know they're buying it today on the daily chart, and I know they're buying it right now based on the 60s, all right? That is a truth. That is happening. There's a lot of stuff on the chart here. Let me get some of this stuff taken off so it's easier to see my charts. The month is still inside on the month. Nothing really to scream at, but if these weeks start turning around, it's going to start bringing it back up, all right? It's going to start bringing it back up. Will we get an outside month? Way too early to tell. Way too early to tell. But we do have earnings season coming up next week. All right. Fed talk, wrecked everything this week. It wrecked a lot of good setups, but there was some stuff to the upside. SPY now ending as a hammer on the week. Hammer on the week. It goes in force at 431.13. 431.13, and the magnitude of that thing is 445.34. Wow. 445.34. What's that going to put us? That's going to put us like right about here on the month. 445, right there on the month. Oof. Wow, that would be interesting. That would be really interesting. And you have to know that's happening. You know, you have to be aware that that's happening, especially if you're shorting stuff. Why short stuff when the prices go in the opposite direction? Good morning, Marley B. Good morning, John Prout. What's up, Curtis? Let's see, Khan, what's going on? Brent, good morning. Cruz, always bien. Good morning. Hey, Mighty Trades is in the house. The stream is working. Yes, I was able to do live trading with Benzinga with Mighty Soldiers and Mighty Soldiers Trades, Andy and Ryan Faluna. That was really cool. And that was really fun. And we got to see all this stuff right here happen live. That was cool. That was really cool. Dow Jones, go ahead. Let's go down the line. Dow Jones doing the same thing. Dow Jones ended as a ugly hammer. Me and John Prout were talking about this later on, or after the market closed. Is that really a hammer? Is it a hammer? Let's call it. Maybe we can disagree. We'll call it an ugly hammer. It's an ugly hammer. And if that ugly hammer goes in force next week above 335.64, the magnitude is 34.17. $340.17. All right, there you go. So we got some upside action. All right, and that's going to bring the month up. All right, so here's your days. We did go outside day. We went outside day. Here's your 60s. 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s. It went in force at 330.65. All right, and kept moving up to the highs. Awesome, and it did it all day. I like that. We like those long red and green bars. All right, I want to get in something that keeps going. All right, that's what I want. I don't want this like getting stopped out every 15 minutes crap. I don't like that stuff. We'll work it. We'll do it. We know how to get in. We know how to get in. We know when to get out. All right, triangle out. You know, this worked for about 2 hours. I'm out. This worked for about 30 minutes. I'm out. We know how to do that kind of stuff. But honestly, I don't want to be in that kind of. I want to be in something that just goes. It works. They're buying it or they're selling it, and they're continuing to do it every hour is reconfirming that. All right. QQQ goes 2-2 reversal up on the week. It didn't do it till Friday, but it did go. All right, so now on QQQ, you really don't have an actionable signal for next week. You're looking for some more upside action, all right? What I have on the daily chart is this level of reclaim, all right? I've been talking a lot about that concerning the broadening formations. These levels of reclaim, so you don't have to draw hundreds of broadening formations, all right? You don't have to draw hundreds of them. What you can do is just mark where the scenario 3s are. All right, that's all you're doing. You're marking where the scenario 3s are and going, okay, I know this is a scenario 3 this is a broadening formation on a smaller time frame. I want to know it's there. I want to know it's there. All right, you don't want hundreds of them. That goes along too. You don't want hundreds of lines, but you don't need hundreds of broadening formations all over your charts. All right, that could be very hard to see what's going on your charts. Here's also a scenario 3. All right, the price got back into this. It reclaimed this level here. It's getting back into this level here. All right, now the question is, are we going to get all the way back up to 372.78? 372.78. That's what we're looking for. Honestly, with my trading, what I'm looking for lately is I want to see, because they have been they have been TTO, they've been reversing against us every 15 minutes. All right, so I want to see these levels of reclaim. You know what I mean? Maybe I just maybe my trading plan just goes through. I just want to get through this, or maybe my trading plan is I just want to get through this one here. that would be good. Hey, hit the top of this one. Is it still going? I don't care. Take my profit. Andy was talking a lot about that yesterday. The way he trades, he's in, he's out. All right, I'm up, they see me, I'm down. That's what he does, and that's really good trading. Over at Sarah at Stat Trading, that's what she does with her options as well. She's in. Once it hits magnitude, takes the profit. All right, takes the profit. This broadening formation you see here, that is an automated broadening formation that was created in TrendSpider. In TrendSpider, they have those. Yes, if you're having an issue drawing broadening formations, it could do it for you. So if you need a little bump, a little discount on TrendSpider, yeah, hit the link in the bio. Hit the link in the bio. Get started. Good morning. Area of reclaim, typically on which time frame? I've been looking at them on the daily and the weekly. You can do it if the weekly is too big. That's why I got it marked on the daily. Like this one on the weekly. This one back here. I like it, asking questions about it. There you go. I like that. All right. So here on the weekly. All right. The price is getting back into this level of reclaim right here. This old scenario 3 right here. All right. Is it a coincidence that the magnitude of this bar is also the top of this scenario 3? Maybe. Maybe it's a coincidence, but it still gives me a level to go, okay, I have evidence that the time frame continuity, the actionable signals are getting back into an old scenario 3. All right, I don't need to draw hundreds of broadening formations. I can just use my horizontal line. Okay, once the price gets it back up in here, I know it's getting back into an old 3. All right, you got a lot of 3s on the week on QQQ. I don't want to spend too much time on QQQ, but there's a lot of them in here. All right, if that's too many lines, take them off. Take them off. But at least it gives you, if you get through this one, you say, okay, I'm through this one. We're back into this one, and we're back into this old level right here. So I can take this one off. Boom, because we're back up in here. All right. I'm buying shares, I'm buying calls, whatever, as long as we're up in here. All right. Once we get up in here, now we're in this level right here. All right. I like this a lot better than trying to use fibs. I like it a lot better than trying to use. I do like pivot points though. Pivot points are pretty solid. I like pivot points, but at least with this, I know it's still based on the broadening formation. It's still based on the strat, and I don't have that conflicting. Like, what am I looking at? What am I doing? Dan. Oh my gosh. Dan. Oh, okay. Dan, you in here? Oh, Dan. I thought Dan from TrendSpider was in here. I don't know if he's in here yet. Yielding strategies. Good morning. Good morning. How many people in the chat? Good morning. Good morning. Any questions? Any questions on anything? Let me know. We're just going over the price action from last week and what we're going to be looking for next week. But right now, what I have, again, that level of reclaim on the daily chart. Let's see if we get back up to 372. Let's see if we get back up in here. And why this is important as well is we can get stuck in here. You know, we can get stuck in here. We don't necessarily want to do that, but we could. All right. All right. And if the price keeps going, if it keeps, let's say if it goes inside bar and continues up, we know where it's going. We know, and it gives us a definite level 372 as opposed to just going infinite at the top of the broadening formation. You know what I mean? This gives us a little bit of a path through the broadening formation. I like that. Utilities. They were trying to get it. Everything was going to the highs, so everything's going to look the same. Simultaneous break to the upside. Everything going up. Even utilities, outside day to the upside. You do have an ugly hammer on utilities for next week. I'm not really seeing a whole. I mean, are they really going to go in here and stay in here? This is a defensive name, so they could. If you find some actionable signals, you create a winning position here. Go ahead. Let's see here. XRT retail needed this one. They needed it. Retail's on the news right now talking about they're giving lots of stores are giving discounts and all kind of stuff to get people to shop this Christmas. because of inflation. So there's a lot of things happening in retail to try to get people to want to buy because retail is getting hurt. But it did not go too up on the day for retail, so you can look at anything taking out yesterday's highs next week if the SPY goes green. This level of reclaim, let's see here, right here. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So you got your broadening formation, all right? And we know what the broadening formation looks like. But you also have this level of reclaim right here, all right? And you can see how the price, especially this little area here, right? To the highs, to the lows. Test the highs, test the lows, all right? And I didn't have to really draw a whole bunch of stuff, all right? Test the highs, test the lows. And then it's way down here. But if the price starts moving back up, we get a 2 up on the week next week, you know, at least it's going to test 67.20, all right? And it just gives you, like I said, a path in the broadening formation to work. Once we get way up in here, you know, I don't see any more scenario 3s. You can go back. Yep, there's one right there. And once you get way up in here, now we're looking at this try. Now we're trying to get through this one, all right? That's why I like those levels of reclaim. Let's go through some downside stuff. Hey, what's up, Steph? How you doing? Good morning, good morning. It's okay. It's okay. Find a seat in the back. Find a seat in the back. A lot of stuff on the chart here. It's okay. We're just going through the price action of the week. XLK, they're stepping back into tech, and they did it strong. All right, they did it. All right, coming back in through here. And the broadening formation, still inside month. 2-2 reversal up on the week. Didn't really trigger until Friday. Here is your days. Here's your 60s. All right, everything doing the same thing. XLE did go 2-2 reversal up on the 60s. It did go 2 up on the day, but XLE not doing so hot. All right, they kept talking about $100 a barrel for oil. All right. And as soon as they start talking about that $100 a barrel by Halloween, all of a sudden the price starts moving down, all right? This price starts moving down. So XLE, if everything else is going to the highs and XLE is just kind of, you know, piddling around, you know what I mean? Not really blasting, go find something else. Go find something else. Wow, biotech, I gotta redraw all this stuff on biotech, wow. But still, to the highs, all right? All right, to the highs. Here's your daily reversals back up, all right? Awesome. And this was good because when the market was going down or staying inside, really not doing much, biotech's going to the highs, all right? And then here is your level of reclaim on bio, all right? Chopping around in here, finally breaks to the downside. Now you have a hammer. It goes in force at 123.30. And we're looking for 123.84, and then once we get back up in here, 132. What's going on? T-Mobile. All right, XLV Healthcare. All right, we're moving too slow. Healthcare. He said, "Come on, give it to me. Give me the charts." Healthcare. Here's your broadening formation on healthcare. Not doing a whole bunch, but you did have some nice days in here. Healthcare, Humana, Eli Lilly. All right. Doing good stuff, and you end as a you have a possible 2-2 reversal back up next week above 130.62, and the magnitude honestly is really 130.79, but you're looking for 132.73. Here's your 60s. Awesome. VIX. Yeah, we can look. I'm not sure if I can look at the VIX on TrendSpider. We can. XLP, any cheese catch-up going to the lows. All right, going to the lows. You did have some reversal back up in here. They were trying. They were wanting to participate. Let's see if we can. I don't know if we can do VIX on this. Oh, that's not. I don't know what that is. Let's see here. VIX. Nope. It's not letting me do it. VIX. Amshare. It's not letting me do VIX. Nope. It's not letting me do VIX. Not on this one. Let's go some stuff on the weekly chart that did go well. Tesla to the highs. Inside 2-2 reversal back up on the week. All right. No actionable signals for next week, but this was good. All right, this was good. Here's your 212 reversal back up on the day. All right, that was awesome. This was really good. And then 2 reversal back up on the week. That was really good. This was a good trade. And then honestly, when the gap down happened, this is what I want to talk about on this episode. When this gap down really hurt, not necessarily really hurt, but now I'm in. All right, let's show the price. Let's change the color. And we're in. All right. Then you had this happen. You had a gap down the next day. This happened Friday. And I was talking about this with Andy and over at Bazinga Live Trading with Ryan Faluna. This gap down happened because the jobs report. All right. The jobs report. And I'm just like, here's my stop. My stop was 150. It was 250. My stop is 250, and I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to push my stop away from the price, because if I push my stop away from the price, then, I'm going to get, I'm waiting for a bigger loss. You know what I mean? I'm looking for a bigger loss. I don't want that. All right. So I just held my stop market orders here. And the price got wonky. It was moving around in here, and it was like finally started resolving back to the upside. Once it got in here, 254, and it went in force, came back down, and then they really started gunning. The entire market started moving up. I added here. All right, I added in this area here. That gave you an add. All right, so if you were already in on the daily chart, in the weekly chart, that was your way in. And if let's just say Tesla, you missed the weekly because whatever, and you missed this because you're not sure. You missed the daily because it's inside day on the SPY. It's okay, because the 60s gave you a way in. All right, this 60-minute reversal up gave you a way in to get into. They're buying it on the month. They're buying it on the week. They're buying it today. Now on the 60s, I'm in. All right. That gives you a way in. Now, what we're trying to do, since I'm sitting here talking about these levels of reclaim, is we want to get back into this. And it's already there. It's already there. Tesla, bam. All right? It's already in there. This one right here. That's what we want to get through. This one. This one this is at the top, 300. All right? 298. 299, whatever. It's getting in there. All right. So now, are we going to reclaim through? We got this target. We got to hit 273. We got to hit 279. Are we going to get all the way back up in here, or are we going to start just chopping around in here? All right. And that's okay. If you're in here at 254 or even 250 and it's still good, and it's not reversing against you, and it's still just moving slowly and grinding to the upside, that's fine too, as long as you're in a winning position. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I know. Yep. The other place closed down. Lots of opportunities next week. Yes, lots of opportunities for next week. Lots of hammers. Microsoft was a good one, Mr. Saki. This was good all week. Was it? Yep. It triggered and then kind of messed around. All right, but then resolved back to the upside. It went in force at 319. It ended the week at 327. All right, Microsoft still good. No, if you're already in that, and you took that, you can hold it. Hopefully we get some 2-2 continuation up. The next target is 340. Let's see here. Even Disney came out and was like, hey, I want to play too. All right, Disney. Here's an argument for the overbought and oversold. Here's your broadening formation on the 60s. Here's your broadening formation. All right. Test the lows, test the highs, test the lows, test the highs. All right. Now, the entire market was doing this as well. And it's a lot easier to trade things that are doing the same thing SPY is. I usually have SPY on one screen and I have the rest of the market. I have the SPY on one screen and I have what I'm trading on another screen. All right. You can do this with just two screens, but you definitely want the SPY on one so you can see what's actually happening. Is the entire market moving up? You know what I mean? Are we stuck inside day? Are we moving down? You know what I mean? Am I in a stock that they're just buying and the rest of the market's going to the lows? I want to say Lily was one of them. Lilly, all week, you know, inside and up. 2-2 reversal back up right at 536.66, but this was moving pretty much all week. All right. I know it's really expensive, but I'm just showing you an example of the rest of the markets doing nothing, going to the lows. Eli Lilly says, I don't care. We're going to the highs. All right, natural buyers. It's okay to do stuff like that. It's okay to do stuff like that. Humana, I want to say Humana was another one in healthcare. Healthcare, Humana, not chopping around, not doing so much, but it did resolve back to the highs. Let's go with anything else in healthcare. UNH Healthcare. I know these are big numbers. These are like $500 stocks. I understand that. I'm just showing you natural buyers. The rest of the market's going to the lows. Humana is 2 up on the month, 2 up on the week. All right, and your days are reconfirming that they're buying this thing. It's all your 60s. All right. Visa. Did Visa do anything? A lot of banks were doing a lot of nothing. A lot of banks were doing nothing. Visa, what did Visa do? All right, outside week to the upside. We got inside month, but it's green. Outside week, you could get a 3-2 continuation. Here's your days. All right, here's your days. Here's your 60s. The rest of the market's going down. You're like, I don't care. I'm in Visa. My stock is moving up. All right. My stock is moving off the bottom of the broadening formation. That's what we want to do. We want to trade reversals in the broadening formation. This thing is moving up. I'm gonna sit in here. All right. Apple AAPL was a good one. Honestly, what I did, I'll tell you what I did. Apple's moving to the highs, gradually moving to the highs, and it's been doing it. All right, so I was watching this. I've been staying on Apple. I don't think Apple's going to just stay down. But once I got up in here I got in here October 4th. All right, 173. It was a really small position, but once it started moving up, you know, I added to my position in Apple. All right, and then finally it triggered the 2-2 reversal up on the week. All right, what you can do and then here's Friday. All right, everything was doing it, and I'm trading shares. The one time you should be trading options, and when everything's simultaneous break to the upside, I'm over here messing around with shares. We need to go over AMD as well. Curtis says, do you use compound 3 as levels of reclaim? No, not right now. Not right now, only because I don't want to overcomplicate it. You can. I want to say you can, but I don't want to overcomplicate what I'm seeing. I want it easy. All right. The reason why this one, I wanted to get into this one, and I was like, it's gonna go back up to 175 area, is because this level of reclaim right here at 173. I'll show the price on that one. I know it's at 173. I got it, and it shows on all my charts 173. 173. Once it gets into 173, it's getting back up in here. All right. This is that China. This is that news where they're baiting Apple in China up to the highs, back down to the lows. But that's a scenario 3, and the top of that is 189. All right. We already took out the first target, 177. The second target's 179. All right. Then 180. Are we going to get back all the way up to 189? We'll see. All right. We do have earnings coming up. Is it on October? I want to say November. But I had that level of reclaim marked, and it gives me a way to go, okay, we're definitely going there. I know for a fact that the price does not reverse to the downside. We're definitely hitting that, and we're getting back up in here. All right? That's why I had it on there. That's why I kept watching that. Heck yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Anything else? Anything anybody want to see for next week? We got a lot of hammers. Google was a good one that worked all week this week. Google. 2-2 reversal back up, and it did not hit magnitude, but you could have been in that all week. All right, you could have been in that, just kind of chilling. All right, it wasn't blasting until Friday when everything did it. TSN over at Stat Trades, they did some downside stuff on TSN. To the lows. When the entire market's going to the highs and your stock's going down, Tyson chicken going to the lows. That's not a good sign. Now, I was talking about natural buyers. This is natural sellers. They don't give a crap. They don't care. Oh, the market's going to the highs? We don't care. We don't care. You did have a little bit of upside here where they're trying to save it, but no. You do have a hammer for next week. If it goes above 48.04, all right, and you're shorting this thing, you need you got a 2-2 reversal against you on the daily chart. You need to start deciding, you know, taking some profits, deciding what you want to do. 2 down on the month. Wow. Wow. To the lows. To the lows. Oh. To the lows. Oh, AMD. AMD was awesome. AMD was awesome because AMD, everybody's been watching AMD, but it was awesome because you had a 2-2 reversal hammer in force right above 103.90. 103.90. Boom. All right. Now, yes, that did happen on Friday. All right, but here's Thursday. Here's Friday. So, what you want to do when you're going through your scanners, you're going through your charts. You want to see, okay, I know there's, you know, this didn't trigger until Friday, but I know it's a lot closer to taking out the highs on the week on AMD. All right, it is, and they've been moving it up, and I have a hammer on the daily chart. If it gets above 103.90, I'm in. You know what I mean? I'm in, because then, you know, there's buyers on and then here's my targets. The magnitude is really close on these. It was really close. So, I mean, it's okay to skip it too, because you're like, the magnitude is not very much. I need to, you know, I want that big stuff. It just so happens AMD blasted all the way through this stuff. All right, really cool, really cool. And then again, there's that level of reclaim again. Again, this is why I was watching AMD. I'm moving this line down. That level of reclaim. Here's your scenario 3. All right. Here's the broadening formation, the whole broadening formation. But here's that scenario 3. All right. We take out all these guys. We're way up in here now. All right. I know my targets, and what we're trying to do is get back up to 111. That's what we're trying to do. Get back up to 111. All right. Once we get back up and you know, we're in this one, and we're technically in this one right here at 107. All right. So what are we going to do when we're in here? It just gives us a better path through the broadening formation. I like it. I like it. AMD, no actionable signals for next week, but it does go 2-2 up on the month at 111.65. Coincidence? Maybe. 111.65. 111.65. 2 up on the month, and the magnitude of that one would be 119. All right, and you got a lot of room there if they want to keep buying that stuff. What is SMH doing as a whole? SMH, everything's probably looking the same. Hammers on the week. No, SMH 2-2 reversal. Semiconductors 2-2 reversal up on the week. So you got no actionable signals for next week on that. NVIDIA, anything in NVIDIA, like everything else, to the highs. No actionable signals for next week, but that's interesting. All right. So trading simultaneous breaks. There was a lot of questions about simultaneous breaks and what they are. If you are trading you see semiconductors across the board are going to the highs. You can go into TrendSpider, just type in semiconductors, all right? But I've already taken all those and put them in here. And you know, you definitely you don't want to just grab every one of them, but you want to have a trading plan that goes, okay, if there's a simultaneous break in semiconductors, I want to take the stocks that are also doing the same thing. All right, not a lot going on here. Let's look at AMD to the highs. That was a good one. Any other good ones in here in semiconductors? A lot of no's. All right, there's a lot. Oh, here we go. AOSL. Ooh, I don't want to make a nickname for that one, but you know, 2-2 reversal back up on the day. Here's your 60s. All right, you could have worked that one for some change there. Not a lot going on here. Oh, here we go. ASYS. All right. Here's your Thursday, Friday. All right, to the highs. I know that's that's just above the penny stock level, but that's a good one. ENPH. All right, to the highs. All right, that's also a good one. That would have been a good one. So, you know, trading simultaneous breaks, you want to trade everything all doing the same thing. That way you have not just one winning position, but, you know, 5. You have, you know, a few. there's a lot of talk in the chat about some other things other than the price. So I don't want to bore you guys to death. But I do want to say that lots of things going back to the highs. Johnny John, healthcare, Coca-Cola tried to get back to the highs. I'm just going through some things. McDonald's back to the lows. All right, back to the lows. The McRib is not is coming back in stores, but only in limited stores. They don't really want to tell you where it's at. All right, they don't. Though. So Nike. Even Nike was going back to the highs, all right? You had a gap up and then here. So you do have an inside week for next week. Lots of hammers to look at. Walmart, I was just looking at Walmart back into this level here. Nope, it's back down. They were trying to save it. Not a lot going on in here. Boeing, what did Boeing do? Just for funsies, not doing much. But it's time to start covering. All right, all this action to the downside, this starts moving up. You have an outside day here, and the possible 2-2, a 3-2 up against you. Okay, and the magnitude of that's 190. It might be time to start covering there. All right. All right, it's time to start thinking about taking profits if you've been shorting that thing for so long. All right, if you want to get in with me over at Strat Trades, come over to that's where I'm at right now, Strat Trades. There is a link in the bio. Hit that link if you need a little hit the promo code the Strat Soldier. Strat Soldier, just type in Strat Soldier. That'll give you a discount on your first month over at Stat Trades. Get in there with Sarah, get in there with Alex, learn what buys and sells look like, have fun with us. They like to do macro stuff where they're, not macro stuff. They like to do the fractal stuff. I'm sorry, the fractal stuff where they're trading the 5 and the 15s until it's 60, until it triggers the 60-minute reversal, and they're taking profits, and then they look for another reversal back in. All right, so they're doing the smaller things, but they will work the big things too. Go check out Swing Ideas, Sarah's Swing Ideas in there. They do weekly and monthly reversals as well. Go check that stuff out. That's where I'm sticking at, the weeklies and the monthlies. I want to be on those 30s and 60s. All right, I can't look at every 15-minute chart. That's not me. I want to get in, I want to stay in, set my stops, and go do something else. That's what I do. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Thank you so much. I know it was just a lot of upside. We got a lot of hammers for next week. Be careful. You don't have to be the first one in. You don't have to be the first one in. All right. If it triggers on the day or the week, look for those actual signals on the 60s or the 30s to reconfirm what you're seeing on the other time frames. All right. And then since I am here and this is on my channel, go check out thestratsoldier.com. Go check thestratsoldier.com. We have a webinar coming up on the 11th. Learn the entire strat in one night. The entire strat in one night. All right, on the 11th. If you go to my site, you can check out the execution course and the Strat Trade checklist where I talk about trading time frame continuity effectively. All right, and if you don't know anything about trading, go check out my ebook 02 Trading. It'll get you started. All right, thank you so much, everybody being here. Thank you so much. We'll see what's going on for next week. This is Strat Soldier. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.